the demographic catastrophe of the 21st century, why birth rates are crashing, and what it means for our future. Introduction. Imagine a world where cities grow empty, schools close their doors, and entire generations shrink into memories. This is not the plot of a dystopian novel, but a very real crisis unfolding right now across the globe. Birth rates are plummeting at unprecedented rates, and the ripple effects threaten to reshape economies, societies, and the very fabric of human life. Today, we will explore why fewer babies are born than ever before, the hidden reasons behind this dramatic shift, and what the future holds if we continue down this path. Section 1. The scale of the crisis. The numbers are staggering. From Tokyo to Paris, from New York to São Paulo, countries face shrinking populations. In many developed nations, birth rates have fallen below the replacement level. For every 2 people dying, fewer than 2 babies are born to replace them. Even some developing regions show alarming declines. This is not just a local problem, but a global demographic tsunami. The United Nations warns that by 2100, large swaths of the world could see populations halved, deeply disrupting economies and societies. Section 2. Complex causes. We rarely hear about. Why is this happening? It's not a single cause, but a complex web. Economic pressures. The skyrocketing costs of housing, education, and healthcare make raising children a daunting financial challenge. Career and lifestyle shifts. More people prioritize education, careers, and personal freedom, delaying or foregoing parenthood. Urban living and social changes. Dense city life, smaller living spaces, and less community support reduce incentives and feasibility for larger families. Psychological impact. Modern uncertainty and stress, worsened by the COVID-19 pandemic, have made many hesitant to bring children into the world. Changing social values. Concepts of family, parenthood, and gender roles are evolving, influencing decisions about childbirth. Section 3. Why the world ignored this crisis for so long. Despite mounting data, governments and societies often looked away. The problem seemed distant or too complex to tackle. Birth rates were considered a private matter, not a public emergency. But ignoring this crisis is no longer an option. Aging populations lead to smaller workforces, higher dependency ratios, and overwhelming pressure on pension and healthcare systems. Countries face labor shortages just when innovation and productivity are critical to survival. Section 4. The future, if trends continue. If the birth rate collapse continues unchecked, we might see shrinking economies unable to support aging populations, increased immigration pressure and geopolitical shifts, greater social isolation and breakdown of traditional communities, potential loss of cultural heritage as populations concentrate or vanish. Imagine what life could be like in 50 or 75 years. Cities with silent playgrounds, understaffed hospitals, and pensioners outnumbering working adults. Section 5. Rays of hope and solutions. But all is not lost. Some nations and communities have found ways to reverse or mitigate these trends. Pro-family policies, generous parental leave, affordable childcare, housing support. Cultural campaigns, restoring the value and joy of family and community ties. Technology and remote work, helping balance careers and parenthood. Immigration policies smartly integrated with national needs. Effective solutions require political will, social commitment, and a change in collective mindset. Section 6. What you can do. Understanding this crisis starts with awareness. Share this knowledge, support policies that aid families, and advocate for a future where everyone who wants to have children can do so without fear or disadvantage. Our future depends on the choices we make today, not just as governments, but as individuals and communities. Closing, the demographic catastrophe of the 21st century is a story of immense challenge, but also of immense opportunity. By confronting the reality, embracing solutions, and valuing life in all its stages, we can shape a more hopeful tomorrow. Because the future is not written in numbers alone, it's written by us.